In 1936, we did something we had never done before. We spoke, not to each other, but to the sky. A pulse of radio left a single antenna on Earth and never stopped. Right now, that signal is still traveling, still carrying our voice outward. This is the journey of humanity's first call into the dark, and everything it has passed on the way. Radio waves travel at the speed of light, the fastest anything in the universe can move. Nothing we have ever built comes close. Our fastest spacecraft would need 70,000 years to reach the nearest star. This signal reached it in 4. It does not slow down, it does not turn back. It simply expands, a growing bubble of human noise, racing outward in every direction at once. Within hours, the signal sweeps past the planets, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the cold outer worlds. By the time it leaves the solar system, the people who first sent it are still alive, still listening to the same broadcast on Earth, never imagining where it has already gone. Ahead lies the part of the universe we have never touched. Only our voice goes there now. Four years after it left Earth, the signal reaches its first star. Alpha Centauri, our closest neighbor. If anyone had been here listening, they would have been the first to know we existed, but there is no one. Three quiet stars, a few cold, empty worlds. The signal passes through and keeps going. No one waved back. But something is happening to our voice. As the bubble grows, the signal spreads thinner and thinner across its surface. Every time the distance doubles, the signal becomes 4 times weaker. By the time it passed the nearest stars, our broadcast had already faded, from a shout to a whisper to something barely louder than the hum of the universe itself. The message is still there, but you would need an antenna larger than a planet just to hear it. Our first words to the cosmos are dissolving into static. Sirius, Altair, Vega. The bright stars you can see from your own backyard, the signal has already passed them all. If a civilization orbited any of these stars, pointed the perfect instrument at the perfect moment, in exactly the right direction, they might catch a faint broken echo, a fragment of music, a burst of a voice, a sliver of a world that did not know it was being heard. And then, nothing. Silence again. Now pull back, far back. After 90 years of traveling at the speed of light, here is everything our voice has reached, this tiny sphere. Inside it, a few thousand stars. Around it, 400 billion more, an entire galaxy that has never heard us and may never will. Our loudest, farthest cry has barely touched the shore of our own cosmic neighborhood. And beyond this galaxy, there are 2 trillion more. But the first signal was never alone. Behind it, we kept talking. Every broadcast, every song, every newscast, every declaration of war, and every love song ever transmitted, all of it racing outward in expanding shells, one behind another. "90 years of humanity, frozen into light, still flying through the dark. A record of who we were written across the sky. But if no one is out there to read it, what was it all for?" Maybe no one ever answers. Maybe our signal fades into noise long before it ever reaches a single listening ear. And maybe that was never the point. We did not call out into the dark because we were sure someone would answer. We called out so the dark would know we were here. Once looked up and decided to speak. Long after the broadcast ends, long after the last antenna falls silent, long after the last human being is gone, the signal keeps going. It does not need us anymore. A sphere of voices expanding forever, carrying a hello from a species that may no longer exist, still searching the universe for someone, anyone who might be listening. Tonight, somewhere above you, that first signal is still climbing into the silence, already farther from home than anything humanity has ever made. It may never be heard, but it carries something simple and stubborn and entirely human, the refusal to be alone in the universe without at least trying to say hello. Somewhere out there, our voice is still traveling, and it always will be. If you'd like to keep exploring the universe with me, subscribe and leave a like. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Thank you for listening as our voice keeps traveling.